Moving from low notes to high notes doesn't have to be difficult, and today's simple technique is sure to help you get there. And who knows, maybe beyond that too. Hi, Paul here from Trumpet Takeaway, helping you do more on the trumpet. This channel is very much for players who play for fun. You'll find tips and techniques, as well as helpful advice and information on a whole range of fantastic trumpet related stuff. So please consider subscribing. And if you're back for another video, why not get involved? Leave me a question or a comment. It's really important that we get the content just right for you. Okay, let's get into the video. Let's start with a lip slur. I just want you to slur from a C up to an E, something like this. Now, if you found that easy, well done, fantastic. Why not try slurring from an E up to a G, or even a G up to a B flat? If you found it a little bit more challenging, don't worry about that. We're going to come back to that later. Now I want you to try something completely different. Starting on a C and without using any valves, see if you can do this. See how you get on. So, how did you get on? I'm guessing that a lot of you probably didn't quite manage it and ended up doing something like this. So what you actually ended up with was the slur that we tried earlier, from C to E. Only you did it without even trying to do it, because of course you were trying to do something completely different. I call it filling in the gap. It's a really, really good exercise, this. It's well worth spending a bit of time with it. And it works because it really gets the muscles and your technique working in a really positive way. You see, filling in the gap is actually not important at all. If you never achieve that, it won't make any difference to your playing. The most important thing is that you try to fill in the gap, because that is going to trigger all the right responses. Okay, now let's take it a step further. So this time we're going to go from C up to E and then up to G. Try to do it nice and cleanly, like this. And if you try to fill in the gaps the way that we did, like this, you should eventually find that much easier. So how can you use this in a piece or in a scale or an arpeggio or something? Actually, arpeggios are really good ways of practicing and experimenting with this technique, because if you've done an exam recently, or if you've played an arpeggio recently, and you'll know that slurring your arpeggio is much more difficult than articulating it, than using the tongue, because especially in the higher register, it's more difficult to kick up to the kind of upper notes, isn't it? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you a G major scale, and then I'm going to demonstrate how I would use the technique to help me to play, especially in the kind of upper half of the scale. So what I would do there is I would go like this. They are are the points at which I would kind of engage the technique. So we would end up like this. And that should help you to just get a little bit of lift when you need it in the upper register. Today's challenge is based on the lesson. And remember, it's just a bit of fun this. It doesn't matter whether you can do it or not. It's just kind of a fun thing to try. And it's a fun thing to hear as well. So your challenge is to see if you can play a D without using any valves. Like this. Good luck. Today's What's That is based again on the lesson, the theme of the day, which is filling in the gap, playing without any valves. So today's What's That is a scale being played without any valves. Little bonus tune in there as well. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Let me know how you get on with the technique, and I'll see you next time.